Back with part two of Inuyasha and Yu Yu Hakusho crossover. Part two. So this is how it started out. It would have been like the first episode of each series side by side. You have Kagome falling into the well in her backyard. You have Yusuke getting hit by the car. So you have these two individuals do their same plots throughout the same story, as I would hypothetically see it as a series if I would think about doing it more. So at the same time, Kagome meets Inuyasha in the village from the centipede demon and frees him from his eternal spell, essentially. Yusuke basically does meet Botan, see his wake, talks to Koima, does his missions, and goes as a spiritual detective, even though he wasn't supposed to die that same day, but regardless. Meanwhile, you will have them think about what they're doing, of course, like in this periodically. But the one thing that I would change and make it different from both series playing out the same, if it's a crossover, a true one, like both is a one series into two. You get the two from one deal, okay. Chicken piece combo. That was random, but it plays on with it. But okay, so you have basically Kagome and Yusuke living in the same world because they're from the same Japan. They're from different sides, of course, and it's modern, so they have the same facilities, cities, lines. Maybe time difference, maybe 5-10 years from each other, but at the same time, they're still in the same world. So it's the same universe theory, you know. So when that happens, they randomly just meet up somewhere, just individually, because they both can sense spiritual pressure from each other, essentially, because they are from two different worlds, same world in the spirit world, and they learn spiritual aptitude. So they learn attribute from it, and they can sense another spiritual, any spiritual person. So it's just muscle sensing one another. Once they meet, they can have an interaction of any kind. I don't know what it would be. Could be normal, could be crazy, could be just, that's kind of weird. From Yusuke, it's like, a girl has this much spiritual pressure and it's pure? I don't believe it. Hey, you, girl. I know you're impure. Tell me your deepest, darkest secrets. I guess Yusuke wouldn't say it like that, but he'll just be mockingly just mocking Kagome. And Kagome doesn't take back talk like that. She'll give feedback like, yeah, okay, I'll punch you, jerk. Whatever. Or you're rude, you slouch. She'll call him something back and they'll go back and forth. And then they'll get to hint that they can learn something from each other because they both sense spiritual power. So in the next one, part 3,